And that is the reason why Kenya was the first country area so that this continent can trade with itself, so that the young people of this country can innovate. I believe this change is coming because the whole Africa, the one that was defined and defined itself by challenge, the one that glorified its problems and sought external solutions, that Africa is fading away. We are in a new process of creating a new Africa, one that is founded on a rock-solid belief in our own capacity, that is driven by our relentless pursuit of progress, and that is committed to developing solutions to obliterate the challenges that we all face. At the heart of this revitalization sits the most talented, innovative, and dynamic generation of Africans there has ever lived. A wireless generation, a borderless generation, and more importantly, a relentless generation that I see in front of me. I came here to interact with this remarkable group, to engage and listen to you all. We are, in this moment, living in an Africa where the only thing that matters is the creation of opportunity. This is the agenda. This is our objective. This is the conversation. The youth are at the center of this moment, this agenda, and at the center of this conversation. I invite you to believe, like I do, that Africa is changing, and to work hard to make sure that you participate in the definition and exploitation of opportunities that comes with this change. I invite you to focus your energies on the creation of opportunity, the identification of value, and the pursuit of prosperity. I invite you to stare down the challenges of today with your intelligence, creativity, and capacity to innovate. I invite you to play a leading role in the transformation of Africa, to ensure your voice is heard, your effort is counted, and participation assured. As we gather for this 6th summit dubbed Youth Innovating a Borderless African Renaissance, I am convinced that we are at the dawn of a new Africa where innovation will cross boundaries, where creativity will flourish without constraints, and where the dreams of our young people will take root. Let me speak about enterprise development, the future of Africa's borderless commerce. And I'm happy I'm speaking this when my brother Wamkele is sitting here, our Secretary General for ACFTA. Entrepreneurship is the biggest creator of value and opportunity in the world. With their increasing levels of education and skills, Africa's youth can drive economic growth by embracing entrepreneurship. African governments, like Kenya, have to make supporting MSMEs a key priority, pairing financial support with advisory services. We must foster a conducive environment for entrepreneurship by providing young people with access to capital, mentorship, and opportunities to transform their ideas into thriving cross-border businesses. This can be achieved by simplifying business regulations, facilitating access to finance, and promoting regional economic integration. Kenya is championing entrepreneurship by creating an enabling environment for young people to start their own business. We have facilitated access to finance for young people through affirmative action funds, namely the Hustler Fund, Youth Enterprise Fund, Uwezo Fund, Women Enterprise Fund, and National Government Affirmative Action Fund. The Hustler Fund, for example, has benefited 21.7 million Kenyans across Kenya. Let me also say, we are lowering access and we are expanding new opportunities so that we can escalate this to the next level of entrepreneurs. Let me also confirm, to further boost economic integration, Kenya fully supports the establishment of the African Continental Free Trade Area, which seeks to create a borderless market for African entrepreneurs and businesses. As I told you, Kenya was the first country to deposit instruments of ratification of the Africa Continental Free Trade Area, and we have been its greatest champions because we believe that we need to eliminate processes of visa requirement for African countries as we strive to ensure the attainment of Africa's borderless commerce. I am very persuaded, and we all know what borderless countries have done. Look, the people who taught us about visas, because we didn't have visas, our good brothers from Europe came and taught us about visas. And I addressed the European Parliament a few weeks ago. A population of 450 million people, 27 countries. Today, the visas they told us, or they taught us, they themselves have abolished visas in 27 countries. They today are borderless. They are visa-less. 450 million people. Explain to me why we should continue to have visas in our continent when those who taught us about visas have abandoned them. But even as we do this, I like what the second lady said. We must also mind about the mental, the sexual, the reproductive health of the young people of our continent, because they are our children. The total well-being of our youth is paramount for the attainment of our socio-economic aspirations. In this regard, we must invest in youth-friendly healthcare services, promotion of preventive measures, and address the vulnerabilities that exist around mental health, around sexual health, and around reproductive health. By expanding access to mental health services, providing comprehensive sexual education, and promoting gender equality in healthcare, among other initiatives, we will improve the complete wellness of our youth, allowing them the energy and freedom to focus on socio-economic development.